and happy February. I'm here with my empties for the month of January, and there are a crap ton in here. This is a huge bag. I haven't separated them, home fragrance and products, so I'm just gonna go through it. And we'll start with home fragrance as we always do. So sitting right on top, the most recent candle I burned through is Goose Creek's Peanut Butter S'more. And I kind of really like this. I don't know, I was kind of like right in the middle. I didn't love it. I don't know if I would repurchase it. I think I'm totally fine just sticking with peanut butter sugar. This smells exactly like Reese's. It smelled like if you took Reese's Pieces and you were just like melting them in the oven or the microwave, and it smelled like melted Reese's Pieces, which I'm not complaining about. I just have to be in the mood for that type of scent, and it burned clean for the most part. I cleaned this off. What was happening was I had it going in my bedroom and I'd have it going all day. So if it was going for more than a couple of hours, like 2 or 3, all of a sudden the flames would get too high and it would just soot like crazy. So I guess like if you baby it, if you don't light it for more than 2-3 hours, you won't get that soot, but otherwise it's just gonna sit on you. And that seems to be the theme with Goose Creek, and I'm just not, I don't know, I don't love that. Moving on, I finished a Yankee candle, and this is in the scent Cinnamon Vanilla. And I loved this scent at first, but I definitely grew tired of it. This isn't a candle that I could just burn like all the time. I would have to like burn it now and then and like put it aside and bring it back next season. I don't know, I just really got tired of it, and yeah, it burned okay. I mean, there's a little bit of soot. It wasn't super clean. I did have this in a luminary, so I don't know if that like contributed to the soot or not. And this one I actually didn't have going for like hours at a time. I only had it going for like maybe 3-4 hours at the most, but normally like 2 or 3. So, I mean, it was whatever. But for a Yankee, this was super duper strong. This was definitely like maybe even an 8. I mean, this filled my apartment. So again, like if it's a scent that you do kind of get sick of, then it kind of sucks when it's strong. But it's not always the case. When you love a scent, it's like crazy strong and you're just like, really? And then when you like don't really love a scent, and then when you love it, you can't smell it. And it's like, oh, okay, that's the situation. I melted a votive of Cozy by the Fire. I really like this scent. It's just like a very smoky, but like a sweet burning wood type of scent. There's no like vanilla or marshmallow in it, like a marshmallow fireside. It just smells like a really authentic, legitimate fire. Like if you're walking outside and you smell someone's like chimney and a fire going, that's what that smelled like. I finished a bag of 100 tea lights. I don't know how that happened. I think I bought this in the summer. When you say hello, you can't eat this. Hi, baby, hello. I finished a melt of Vanilla Cookie Crunch, a giant one. How good does this smell, Gatsby? We love this. It smells so good. And I mix this with everything. It's like the most perfect blending melt that ever existed. I repurchase this all the time. I always have a stockpile of it because it's amazing. And that melt is all Melanie's fault. She's the one who raves about that. And like, first time I bought it, I can't stop buying it. Finished another votive of Cozy by the Fire. I think I had it in my mixology. I finished a Pure Radiance in Merry Mint, and if I could kill a candle, it would be this one. It drove me crazy. It was absolutely unscented, and that bothered me because I've had really good luck with the Pure Radiances, except for this one. This is the first one I've had that's just been a complete and total shit show. I couldn't smell it. It was virtually unscented. Even if you stood right above it, you couldn't smell anything. It sooted like crazy, and I wiped this down after every burn. So the last one, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. And I would never repurchase this. If you've been on the fence wondering about it, want to get it, just pass. It's just a total nightmare. Really like nothing good about that candle. I finished a Root Brown Sugar, and this almost smelled like gingerbread to me. It wasn't straight sweet. It was like a spicy sweet. Like if you've smelt that sugar cookie wax melt that was in Walmart around Christmas time, this smells a lot like that. Like sugary with like a sweet, like a spiciness to it. And it was good. I like these Root candles. They really don't soot. These are the ones that are beeswax, I think. I believe they're beeswax. I don't know. So they don't soot bad at all. And this tiny little thing is so strong. I can put this in my living room, my kitchen, my bedroom. It doesn't matter where. I can smell it. I would repurchase Root. I actually really like that candle company. I I finished these melts from Waxalicious in black raspberry vanilla, and these were the super cute ones that came as little lions. They were like little tan colored lions. They were adorable and a nice strong scent. I also mixed this one with the vanilla cookie crunch, and it was a really nice like berry vanilla type of scent, like a sweet berry cookie. I finished this little guy of mint mocha bark, and this was super weak, but I could smell it in my bathroom, but I'm glad it was weak because I didn't really like the scent. It was like a very creamy, chocolatey mint, but something about it was like almost sickeningly creamy sweet to me, and it was just like, would make me a little nauseous. It was a little off-putting. I would never repurchase this. If it came in a 3-wick, I wouldn't bother. I just don't care for the scent. I finished another root candle in gingerbread hot cocoa. I like this a lot better than the brown sugar. Oh my God, this smells so good. It just smells like, there's no cocoa to it. It just smells like gingerbread cookies being baked. It's really nice. A Kringle apple pie wax melt. This was okay. I just kind of got sick of it. I don't know. It was a little bit too much spice, a little bit of apple, but not enough of that crust and bakery note that I was really craving. Like, it was no Bath & Body Works apple crumble, and that's like an apple pie, like, that sets the standards for apple pie scents for me, and I don't know, this is okay. I actually like the candle in this much better than I did the wax melts. I don't know why. The candle just smells like an apple pie being baked, and you get all these like amazing fragrances. You get the crust note, you get the apples, you get the spices, and this was just like apples and spices. I don't know, it was a little bit different, but not in a good way. I wasn't crazy about it. It was like a perfumey apple, if that makes sense. Not really so much bakery. I finished a little Mary cookie candle. This was a waste of money. Couldn't smell anything. I burnt a cinnamon sugar donut mason jar, and this was fine. It wasn't as strong as the 3-wick, but for a bathroom and a bedroom, it was good. It was like a 4 or 5, even in my bathroom bedroom, so that's just whatever. But I got that at the semi-annual sale for super cheap anyway. Moving on, I finished 2 lighters. I finished one of these stick lighters, and these bendy ones are actually my favorite. 2 of these guys, these go so fast. They just go really fast. It drives me kind of crazy. I finished a 2-pack of the Gelato Wallflower bulbs, and I could smell them when I took them out of the Wallflower, but once I plugged them in, there was nothing, and they probably lasted a couple of hours. And you can, even like when you first plug them in, you can only smell them when you walked right past them, and that's probably because these are so freaking old. So if you have old Wallflowers, use them. I think they lose their scent over time. I finished a black raspberry vanilla wax melt from Walmart. Did not care for the scent. It was just very artificial and like artificially sweet, and just something about it like just did not vibe with me. I finished this Wallflower in, I have no idea. It's like something, I think this is the pumpkin pecan waffles. Yeah, it is. So this one was amazing. I had this in my front entryway. The scent was strong and consistent, like the same strength and consistency the entire life of this Wallflower bulb for, I kid you not, probably a month and a half, probably 6 weeks. It was effing crazy. Like, I'd have no candles on, or I would just come home after work and I'd be like, wow, it smells so good in here. Like a nice background type of bakery scent. And like, I would always forget what it was. And then I'd be like, oh shit, that's that pumpkin pecan waffles Wallflower. So if I could only buy one Wallflower for the rest of my life, this would be it. It's amazing. It lasts. It's just, that is what a Wallflower should be. I wish they all were as good as that one. I finished this Peace Iced Vanilla Woods little hobnail jar, and this was amazing. I love this scent. And even this little hobnail lasted so freaking long. I can't believe, not long, but like strong. I can't believe how strong this thing was. I had it in my living room. You could smell it. I would have it to just like amplify the 3-wick, or if I had the 3-wick in my hallway, I put this in my bathroom. I wish I had like a ton of those. That one did really well for me. I finished a melt cup in balsam cedar, and it's got all like white gunk in here because I just put, actually I think this was the Kringle apple pie wax melt. This was amazing. So strong. I love the scent of balsam and cedar. It's like a nice fresh soapy pine. This was just beautiful. Blended well with other scents. I liked it on its own. I could have a million of those melt cups. It was just great. Here's another Wallflower. I believe this is warm vanilla sugar, if it is, I couldn't smell it. The warm vanilla sugar was pretty bad. Maybe it was strong the first day or two, but yeah. More Wallflower bulbs. This is Marshmallow Fireside. This one was good. It wasn't super strong, but you could definitely smell it. I had it in my kitchen, and like the whole half of my kitchen where it was, you could smell this. Palm leaves, I think? I don't know what this is. This is just like a fresh whatever smell, and I don't know. Wallflowers are like hit or miss. I'll remember them if they're good, but if I don't remember what they are, that means I probably smelled them the first week and then I couldn't smell a thing anymore. I finished the DW Homes Peppermint Bark, and this is the 1 wick. I have good luck with DW Homes, only 2 wicks and more, but these 1 wicks are an absolute waste of money. I could not smell a thing with this, and Canada Kim could not have raved more about this scent. And I trust her scent opinions, and I really love her reviews, and I always find her reviews to be very on point, and whatever she says, I usually have the exact same thing with my candles. So she didn't have the 1 wick, she had the 2, so I'm pretty much 100% sure that the 2 wicks performed amazingly, as all my other 2 wick DW Homes have, but the 1 wicks are just a total waste and unfortunately unscented. But that was an amazing smell on cold, so I was pretty disappointed that I couldn't smell it. I finished a Fresh Balsam. I was like really into the medium and smaller candles this month for whatever reason, but yeah, this one was great. I mean, Fresh Balsam is Fresh Balsam. No matter what size you have, that shit's gonna be strong. This is just a nightlight, a new Wallflower bulb. And what else do I have in here? I finished a Crisp Evergreen from Walmart. This was shit. I have nothing else to say. But I have the Bath & Body Works Winter Medium Jar Candle stuck inside this Goose Creek Love You to the Moon and Back Toasted Marshmallow. Winter candle was amazing. I started this last year, and it's what got me obsessed with the winter candle. Last year was the first time I ever burnt it, and I loved it just from this little guy. Now I have a couple more little guys, and I have the 3 wick, and I just love it. This one was amazing, nice and strong in my living room, bathroom, everywhere. Toasted marshmallow. This is from Burlington Coat Factory, and it was a nightmare. Couldn't smell a thing, would never repurchase it. It was freaking awful. Last one for home fragrance, I finished a Candy Cane Lane centerpiece. Amazing, amazing, amazing smell. Love this fragrance so much, but this was a really shitty centerpiece where most of them have lasted me days. This one lasted just the first day. Like first day, a couple hours, and it was just totally gone. Like it was like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Strong in the beginning, could not finish, could not last. It was kind of a shame, so would not repurchase that one. And that is it for my home fragrance. There's kind of a lot here, but actually really not that bad. Not as bad as December was. So I'll see you in my next video, which will probably be my product empties. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.